So this is the Timex T66801 IRONMAN, also known as the most motivating watch in the world. Maybe. Anyways, this is the Timex IRONMAN. It is from 2003, about the best I can tell, and it has been made famous by Navy SEAL by the name of Jocko Willink, and he's famous for taking Instagram photos every morning around 4:30 and letting people know he's getting up, getting after it. And I think one of his mottos is discipline equals freedom, and this man lives it. This man does not, but he also wore Timex. Anyways, so back to the watch. IRONMAN, this is, like I said, from 2003, sold for about $34. These were available online really not that long ago, but since Jocko has made this watch epically famous, they are now going for anywhere from $175 to $400 on eBay, and they're becoming very, very hard to find, and I was lucky enough to find one. So this came in the original box, so gotta have an unboxing video. This particular unit's in really good shape overall, considering it's about 20 years old. As you can see, it's pretty basic, kind of an old school LCD display, and this didn't come with the original band, but that doesn't matter because Jocko doesn't use the original band, so we're gonna make it match what he's using. So I was pretty excited to see that it came with the instructions, because this is a fairly complicated watch to operate. So as you can imagine, this is a good find. Unfortunately, I bought this from Japan, and everything is in Japanese, including the quick start guide. So pretty much you're on your own. But nice to have a complete package, kind of rare these days. So first thing we're going to do is pull the case back off. It's got 4 small Phillips screws, and we're going to change the battery out so we can just ensure that we're going to get some good service life. Super straightforward. You don't need to go to the mall, to a kiosk or anything. Just pop that back off, get yourself a 2025 battery. It takes about 5 minutes, and get that put back in. And then put the little cover back on. It's got little mini clips that kind of snap in place. Put the battery under some compression. You're going to want to make sure that rubber gasket's not torn or cut, and then you just replace the case back. As I mentioned, the band was not stock, so I pulled that off, and then we're going to replace it with the band, and that is the one that Jocko has on his IRONMAN. So it's basically it's like a NATO style band without any of the hardware. There's not any of the clips or anything. You're just going to use Velcro, and it makes for a decent heavy duty band. It's actually a 20 millimeter band. The watch is actually 18 millimeters, but it works fine. It's just kind of crimps the band where it meets the watch. But so now you got an exact replica of Jocko's watch. So let's just go through the watch here. You got the Indiglo. You can set it to stay on for 3 seconds. You got a stopwatch, a timer, an alarm, and a memo. And we're going to go through this a little bit. 2 time zones. You hold the right button down there for a couple seconds. Lets you hold that second time zone. and then you can revert back. You can see the display shows the time, year, month, day of the week. So your chronograph, it's really designed for runners. It's got the lap functions, and I mean it's a little more complicated than a normal stopwatch, and takes a little bit of time to get used to how this works and how to reset and clear things, but does a good job. And the timer, I messed around a little bit with that. Again, it's kind of complicated. So you got multiple alarms. The memo thing, I mean, this is early 2000s. I guess maybe you'd put, a password to your bank account or something insane. So yeah, that's the watch. It's pretty basic. Got a total of 6 buttons that operate it. It still looks pretty good. I mean, it's not a bad looking watch. I did find some instructions on the internet, and I mean, this thing is just way too complicated to operate. I just, if you're in a hurry and you just want to set a timer, unless you use it all the time, you're going to struggle. But functionally, it's a sound watch. It's, it is what it is. It's an old watch, but has a lot of functionality. So when you get it, and you get it to this state, you're going to go ahead and take some motivational pictures, maybe in the office, just by the telephone, maybe doing some calculations, put it on Instagram, get something to inspire people. But in all seriousness, it is a cool watch. It's not a $400 watch by any means. I mean, if you can score one of these for under $100, do it. Otherwise, my advice would be to buy the modern version of this watch. Timex's IRONMAN Triathlon. I actually got one of these for under $50, and it's basically the modern interpretation of the Jocko watch. I will put the same band on it. It's got a better backlight. It's thicker. It's a little beefier looking, more contemporary. If you want to have that look but don't want to drop anywhere over $150 to $400, this is the successor of that watch, and it's very reasonable to get into this all in for under $100. Functionally, it's superior. I mean, it's quick and easy to use, easier to read. It's just a better watch. The only downside, the alarm is not as loud as the original IRONMAN. But anyways, I'm going to wrap it up. That's the watch. It's very cool. I mean, it's iconic. If you're a fan of Jocko's, every time you look at this, you're going to think of him. But hope you like the video. Thanks for watching. No need to subscribe. Thumbs up. Just thank you.